Today I'm gonna show you how to build this no Game Pass mansion in Bloxburg, which only costs $33,000. I'm gonna be guiding you step by step on how to build it. So yeah, let's go right into it. We're gonna start with the walls or the base of our house. So we're gonna go to walls and we're gonna head to the left side of our plot and we're gonna count 15 cubes from the sidewalk. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 right here. And then we're gonna start building. We're gonna do a 6 wide wall. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Then we're gonna make like a little pillar. You can see it on the screen right now. Then once we have this pillar, we're gonna do a 2 wide wall and we're gonna build another pillar. So it's gonna be looking something like this. We can keep building. It's gonna be 2 and we're gonna go back by 1, 3 to the right. We're gonna do the same pillar again right in the middle. We're gonna do another 3 wide wall, and last but not least we're gonna make another pillar. So it should be connecting with the very back of your plot. Should be looking something like this, and then we can basically just close it off. So this is gonna be like the garage slash guest house area. Right here in the middle we're gonna divide both of these rooms. So this is gonna be the garage and this is gonna be the little guest house. We're gonna leave a little gap of 3 cubes in the middle of this pillar, and we're gonna build another one on this side. So it's gonna be looking something like this. This is gonna be a little driveway that is gonna lead into the garage and also the backyard. So we're gonna basically mirror both of these pillars. They should be right in front of each other. And let's also close this off with a 2 wide wall. Over here we're gonna do a 5 wide wall. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 to the right. We're gonna go up by 1. 3 to the right, 1, 2 to the right. We're gonna go up by 1 again, 3 to the right, 1, 1. We're gonna go down by 2, and then we're gonna do a 8 wide wall. So it's gonna be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It should be also almost connecting with the limits of your plot, but this right side is gonna leave like a 1 cube gap. Then we're gonna do a 7 wide wall. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2 to the left. We're gonna go down by 1 again. 3 wide wall again. We're gonna go in by 1. 3 to the left. 5 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're just gonna do a 5 wide wall like this and connect it with the rest of the house. So this should be the shape you should have on the side of the house. And in general, this should be the shape of the mansion. It's honestly not very complicated, as you can see, but it is kind of big. I also wanted to leave a lot of space in the front yard for not the saving failed, for like a very cute driveway, which I am gonna show you how to build it, don't worry. Let's start building our roofs. So we're gonna go to roofs and we're gonna grab our gable roof. And the first roof we're gonna build is this one right here. It's gonna be the garage one. So with our manual placement on, we're gonna do a click on the corner of this wall. We're gonna do another one over here, and we're gonna go all the way to the back to click again over here, and then just go to your left side, and this is what you should have. I'm gonna make this roof a little bit taller, so like by 2 maybe. Okay, that's 3, so that is how it should be looking. I'm gonna go to roofs again, but now I'm gonna grab my hip roof. This one right here costs $11, and I'm gonna go all the way to the right side of my house, and again with my manual placement on, I'm gonna give a click over here on this little corner, and then I'm gonna go. This roof is gonna cross like the little driveway, so it's gonna be part of this driveway, the roof. It should be aligned, as you can see, this little dot with the pillars. So we're basically gonna go all the way to the left side until we reach. Wait, you could actually toggle the roof off and put it like on this little part. It's gonna be inside the roof. So we're gonna click there, and then we're gonna align the other dot with this wall. So at the same height of this one, we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. We're gonna click, and then we can just go all the way to the back, and this is how it should be looking. I'm gonna also make it a little bit taller, so it should be like a roof that goes through the whole house. I'm gonna copy the same gable roof just to fill all of these other parts up. We're gonna do a very big roof first. So we're gonna click over here again with our manual placement. We're gonna go all the way to this left side of the house, and once we have this click over here, we're gonna go to the back and just complete it, you know, like this. I am gonna make this really tall because this is gonna be like the tallest roof in the whole house, like that. I know it's looking a little bit weird, but it's gonna look better, I promise. And let's also fill this roof up like this, like so. It is really easy. It is just to kind of fill the space between these walls and the roof. And I'm also gonna adjust it to the height that this other roof has, just so it looks like it's part of the actual roof. So it should be looking something like this. And last but not least, as you can see, we have a few spaces that are empty. We're gonna grab our slanted roof for these parts. So it's just filling it up again, like so. You can adjust the height and like the size of the roof. I'm not gonna do anything to it, just gonna make them a bit taller and that's it. So those, and also this part on the front, it should be filled with the roofs like that. And there we have it. That's our roofing. It's actually pretty easy. I wanted to do it easy just in case you're not like very familiar build mode and this kind of jazz. Oh, we also need another roof over here. It's gonna be a roof for the port. So again, with our manual placement off, we're gonna click here. We're gonna go to the right, click again, and then just build it. And yeah, that's a little roof for the port. Okay, now that we have the base of the house, I'm gonna start painting it. The colors in this house are gonna be pretty easy as well. We're gonna paint the walls, like our main color is gonna be quill gray with this overlapping panels texture. You can follow along the video where I'm painting everything. I'm not like gonna get into it really that much because it's just painting. But overall what I did is just to paint like the main walls or the bigger walls white with these overlapping texture. And then the little bump outs that I made in the house that have the slanted roof, such as these in the back or the one in the front, these are gonna be a different texture and a different color, so don't paint that. So yeah, the whole house is white as you can see. Now these little pillars, as you can see, I didn't paint them. These are gonna be quill gray again. No, I'm sorry, these are gonna be institutional white, but we're gonna use a different texture. I don't know, you can use like these rough stone bricks. I think I'm gonna use these, but you could also use brick, I don't know, just some sort of stone. I always like to combine one stone texture with like one panel texture, and it does look pretty well. So yeah, the pillars are gonna be this stone texture. Oh, I should forgot to tell you about this, but this front part of the house, like really the front, this is gonna be also the little stone texture. And these little bump outs that I was telling you about, these are gonna be black, literally black, and I don't know, that's gonna make it contrast a little bit better. Also the ones in the back, thank you very much. These pillars have to be stone as well. And yeah, this is more or less what you should be having for your colors. I know I'm going a little bit fast with this tutorial, but it's actually like a pretty big house, so I go a little bit fast with this one. Okay, now let's paint the roofs. For the roof, I'm gonna be using these tiles, these roof tiles. These are gonna be white as well. Well, actually, these could be like a darker color. Maybe this fossil color will look good. And yeah, all of the roofs are gonna be the same color. You just wanna match the wall under it. So for example, if this roof has these panels texture, then I'm gonna paint the roof with this texture as well. Or this other one, if it has this stone texture, then I gotta match that texture like so. Yeah, so you're just gonna wanna do that with every single roof. The good thing about this house is that it doesn't have a lot of roof parts. It's not gonna be very complicated to paint them. And this is what you should be having for now. Now let's build windows and pillars and all of that jazz. Let's start with the windows. For this house, I'm gonna be using these factory windows. Since we can't use any game passes, I can't resize them, but I am gonna try and like put them on the best places I can. We're gonna put 4 right here in the front. They're gonna be a bit separated from each other, but we're gonna put like 2 together. Then we can paint these white with the plastic texture like this, and instead of painting every single window you put, just make sure to copy them so they're gonna be already painted. We're gonna put another window right here, so we're gonna leave a little space for the front door. There's gonna be 3 where this black wall is, and instead of these windows being white, these are gonna be black. So the same is gonna happen on the back. On these little bump outs, the windows, are gonna be black. I don't know, it looks super cool. We're gonna put another window here in the middle, and we're gonna do 3 right here where the guest house is gonna be. This is how the front of your house should be looking. Now let's move on to doors. I'm gonna be using this traditional side light door for the front, so I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna color this door white. The second texture is gonna be cloudy gray with, I think, like a wood texture. Yeah, a grain texture. Yeah, this wood grain looks really good. And the third color is gonna be black, so the little wall accents, the door accents are gonna be black. We're now gonna go to the back part of our house, and on this wall right here, this wall is gonna have some sliding doors. So let's look up for these sliding doors. I'm gonna put these are a little bit expensive, but they're worth it, I promise. I'm gonna put one here and one right on its side. I don't think you need Game Pass for these walls. For these doors, sure you don't need it. But just in case, it doesn't let you put them together, you can just leave them a little bit apart from each other. It's fine, but I would recommend you to put them really close together because this way they look like windows. We also need a door for the guest house. So I'm gonna take this traditional French door and I'm gonna put one here and also one right in front of it. No, never mind. This one, you're not gonna put this one. Okay, this is gonna be like a wall. So you're just gonna wanna put this one. And last but not least, we need some garage doors. So where the garage is, I'm gonna take these very, very small traditional garage doors. So it's $1,100. We're gonna put 2, and you can also paint them white or quill gray. It's up to you, but I'm gonna paint them white. And yeah, I think that's like the base of the house. There's still a lot of things missing, obviously, but yeah, let's keep moving. Okay, now let's do fences. So for fences, I'm gonna do this one first. We're gonna go to the backyard of our house and we're gonna take this tall wooden fence. And starting from our garage, we're gonna build one fence like this. Let's actually paint it. It's gonna be the same cloudy gray with maybe like a grain texture. You could use these other textures which are vertical, so they're gonna look better on the fence. We're gonna build one like that and we're gonna copy it again. And leaving a 2 wide gap in the middle, we're gonna leave 2 cubes and then we're just gonna build all of the fence like this, as you can see, until we reach this other point and just close it up. As easy as that. So this is gonna be all of our backyard space for the mansion. It should be looking something like this. Oh, I forgot about the pillars over here. As you can see, there's a little roof in the entryway. We're gonna toggle our roof off. We're gonna go to pillars and we're gonna take this raised square pillar. And with our large grid on, we're gonna put one and another one by its side. I'm just gonna make sure that the window is like right in the middle of both of the pillars. These pillars are gonna be cloudy gray, like that's it. That's the only color I'm gonna use for these. So cloudy gray, something like this. Okay, now I'm gonna build the fence. It's gonna kind of like outline the driveway. I'm also not gonna explain this very much because I don't know how to do it. Okay, I know this is a little bit hard to digest, but this is what you should be having. Honestly, if you did it differently, it shouldn't matter. Just to have like a general shape, it doesn't have to be perfect, obviously. But once we have this shape, what we're gonna do is just fill it up with a floor. So again, with our manual placement, we're just gonna start to click on every corner of the fences. So when the dot meets the literal center of the corner, you're gonna click until here. So yeah, you're just gonna wanna fill it, all of it like this. I am gonna show you how much the floor is for my house, just to see if like it matches your house. So let's just fill it up, and it's $493 for me. Now you can paint this whatever texture you want, but I'm gonna do concrete. And once we have that, we can start painting these fences. I'm just gonna put these first texture and that's gonna be it. I'm not gonna change the colors. You're gonna wanna be really careful with this because you can accidentally paint the other floor. But yeah, just paint all of these fences. These are gonna be kind of like an outline to make this driveway look a little bit better. And as you can see, I didn't reach this other part of the house with the fence. Oh, I actually thought I couldn't do this because of the Game Pass, but apparently I can. So if it lets you connect the fence with the wall of your house, that should be amazing. But if it doesn't let you, you can just leave it like this. Again, it's no problem. Okay, so there's our driveway. Okay, so now that I'm here, I'm gonna build the rest of the floors. Copy the same concrete floor we did. We're gonna click here. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. We're gonna do another click and let's just go all the way up. So this is all gonna be like a really big floor of concrete. So yeah, it's basically part of the driveway, which is gonna lead into the garage doors. We finally have the driveway and all of this complete. Let's move on to like the details of the house. So we're gonna start with our lights, our exterior light. I'm gonna use these natural outdoor wall lamps. You can just put them wherever you want to. I'm gonna put them on places where I feel like it makes sense. So I'm gonna put one, and before starting to place the other one, I'm gonna paint the light. Usually I do cloudy gray or linen for light, so I think I'm gonna use linen for this house. And also the secondary color of this lamp is gonna be black. As simple as that. Now that it's painted, I can start placing the other one. So I'm gonna put one there and another one over here on the driveway. I'm gonna put one up here on the front of the house, 2 on the pillars, so something like that. I'm gonna put one over here on the right side of the house and another one up here. So you should have 6 lamps in the front of your house. No, actually 7. Now let's go to the back. On the back, I just put one over here. I also put 2 on these pillars of the garage. Yeah, I think that's it for exterior lamps. Let's do now the little details that this upper part of the roof is gonna have. So we're gonna go to decorations and we're gonna grab a basic painting, like the most basic one, the $240 painting. I'm gonna paint it white first of all, and we're gonna change the decal. So the decal is 90629968878, and you should be having this little window texture. Shout out to Ikotori for the texture, thank you very much. Okay, now that we have that little decal, we're gonna put 4 of these on this upper part of the roof. So it's gonna create like this. Oh, actually, if it doesn't let you put them really close together, just try to put them by yourself. We're gonna put 4 like this, as I just said. And yeah, that's gonna be like a little custom window. It's obviously fake, but it does look pretty nice. And we're gonna put 2 lights of these on the sides. That's actually looking pretty good. I'm really liking this house. Oh, I forgot about the wall trim. How could I forget? Okay, we're also gonna do a wall trim. The colors of this wall trim are, again, personal, but I'm gonna paint this the same texture that I did on this wall. So it's gonna be like a continuation of that texture, and you're just gonna wanna place this wall trim wherever you have a white wall. So like this, wherever there's paneling on your wall, this wall trim is gonna be there. It's a little side as well. And yeah, that's it. So wherever you have panels on your walls, we're gonna put some wall trim. Overall, this is what you should be having for your house. Now we're gonna do some custom windows. I don't know if we could call it like that, but yeah, let me explain to you how we're gonna do this. We're gonna go to roof and we're gonna grab our slanted roof. We're gonna toggle our roof off. And okay, this may be a little bit hard for you to do at the beginning, but trust me, you can do it. We're gonna do like a really small roof like this. As you can see, it's kind of connected with this pillar, and we're gonna make it taller, like really tall. So as you can see, it's kind of like going through the hip roof. It's gonna be something like this. Once we paint this roof with, for example, this texture, as you can see, it looks like a little dormer, like a little custom dormer. It's obviously fake, but it does look pretty nice. So I'm gonna repeat the same with this other side. I'm gonna just make it taller, make it skinnier, and then you just place the same decal that we did on this part of the roof, put them on these slanted roofs, and as you can see, they look like little dormers. These are super cute because they add a lot of detail to the house, and you don't need any game passes for this, so that's like the best thing. Also, this is gonna be optional, but if you want to add a chimney, I would definitely recommend you to. I think I'm gonna do this large rectangular chimney, and I'm just gonna paint it, maybe the wooden texture. I usually don't care. I think that's it for like the house itself. We just need to do landscaping. Okay, for landscaping, I'm also not gonna show you how to do it because it's like really big. We're gonna have to do a lot of landscaping on this house, so it wouldn't make any sense if I explained every single step to you. But for this house, I am gonna use this large organic tree. These can get a little bit expensive. As you can see, they are $1,000. Since these are really big, you can just put a bunch of these, maybe like 3 on the front, and that's it. That's what you basically need for the trees in this house, since they're really big. I'm gonna change the color of these trees. So these are gonna be sand green with the dark top. I don't know how you pronounce that color, but okay, it's gonna be that brown, that shade of brown. It'll be looking something like this. I'm not gonna do any garden beds in this house other than this one, which is gonna be right in the front. So we're gonna build a little floor like this in the front. This is gonna be a garden bed, the only garden bed in the house. I'm just gonna do a pebble texture. Here you could put maybe another tree or something. I really like this organic tree because it has different sizes, so you can combine them both. For example, this is a little bit bigger than this one, so this one looks really good in the middle. Also for the actual landscaping, I used this natural plant, which I am gonna paint the same green. I used the compact bush. I also used these round bush and some rocks. So you can grab any rock you want. I'm gonna grab this $200 rock. And yeah, these are the pieces that I use for my landscaping. Oh, actually we need another garden bed over here. So let's just fill this space up with a floor that is gonna be pebble. And okay, with only these 4 pieces, I started to just combine them. You know, just put like a random amount of bushes. This landscaping part is up to you. It's obviously part of the tutorial, but you don't have to do it like completely the same as me because it can literally be different. But I just make sure it looks kind of filled. I don't want to add a lot of plants because of the budget that I used for this house. But yeah, just make sure to fill it up. Even if it's not like a lot of plants, just distribute them all around your trees and stuff so they look good. Yes, I said you can use very small amounts of gardening. It's gonna be the way you place them that it's gonna make your landscaping look good. So I'm just gonna put a bunch or just little random bushes. So wherever there's, I'm gonna put some landscaping around it, more gardening pieces over here. And yeah, that is really simple as you can see. I think this house is gonna be cheaper than the model that I did on the beginning. Yeah, as you can see, this is how my landscaping looks like. Nothing too crazy, but still looks super good. And with that being said, we're done with the exterior of this mansion. What do you think? It looks super cute. I am now gonna head on to the interior of the building to show you how I did the layout. But overall, this is how it looks like. Okay, now let's move on to the interior. Okay, so here we already have the spaces divided. This is gonna be the guest house and the garage, so nothing too complicated. Let's move on to the actual house. So for the house, what I did is do like a very big hallway in the middle. So I did a 1 white wall over here. Then we're gonna leave a 2 square gap between this wall and the other one we're gonna build. So we're gonna build a 2 white wall. Let's build one over here and also one over here. So these are gonna be like door frames. You can build the kitchen over here or the living room. Now where this little bump out is, I'm gonna build a wall. So like this. It should be like, yeah, it should be looking like this. I don't even know how to explain the size of this room. Let's do a 4 white wall over here. This 3x3 room, this is a 3x3 room. This is gonna be a bathroom. And let's just close this off like so. No, actually this bathroom is gonna be 2x2, 2x3 I mean. So we're gonna have 2 bedrooms over here, a bathroom, an office, kitchen, living, guest house, garage. This is how the interior layout should be looking like. And overall, this was the No Game Pass mansion. Hopefully you liked this tutorial and hopefully it helped you to build your house. Comment down below any building ideas that you have in mind that you would like to see on my channel. I really like this kind of tutorial videos, so yeah, it could be nice to get some suggestion out of y'all. Yeah, with this being said, hopefully you liked this video and I'll see you in the next one. Don't forget to follow me on all my socials, they're in the description. And yeah, see ya.